The topic for today is the bank rate. Now, in the instruments of the monetary policy, we have quantitative measures. The first measure being the bank rate. Let us discuss what it is. See, when the commercial banks face the problem of cash crunch, they often take loan from central bank to keep their operations running. Whenever a normal person is facing a shortage of cash in the business, say, what you do is you take loans, right? Now, when commercial banks face the same problem, they want more cash. What will they do? People go to commercial banks to take the loans for themselves, but if commercial banks want more money, they adhere to this central bank, the RBI. So commercial banks take loan from central bank if they feel that they have less cash. The central bank advances these loans to the commercial banks, which is allowed by the country's monetary policy. They have the authority to lend short-term loans to the commercial banks at a particular rate of interest. And this rate of interest is called the bank rate. So this bank rate is the rate at which a commercial bank will be getting loan from the central bank, right? So the rate of interest charged by the central bank on the loans they have extended to commercial banks and other financial institutions is called bank rate. It's very simple as it sounds to be. Now what the commercial banks do is they borrow funds from the central bank and lend this money to their customers at a higher rate of interest. Hence they make profit. Obviously, they will be acquiring the money at a lower rate of interest and they will be funding other businesses and other customers at a higher rate of interest, keeping their profit margin. This is how the commercial banks function. Now, another name for bank rate is the discount rate, right? Now, bank rate and common citizens, how are they correlated? When we talk that it is the rate for commercial banks, right? Now, in the chain of commercial banks and central banks, the loan extending takes place. The common citizen doesn't enter that chain. But this bank rate, it affects the common citizens. Now, how does it affect it? It ultimately affects how an ordinary citizen can borrow money from the commercial banks. How does this happen? See, if the bank rate is high, now here what does it mean? The rate at which central bank is advancing it to the commercial banks. If that bank rate is high, rate will be charged from ordinary citizen will also be high. So the commercial banks will be charging a higher rate of interest from the other people than the bank rate, right? So for the ordinary citizen, the rate of interest will be high enough. The people will be discouraged to borrow due to the high cost of borrowing. If the high rate of interest is shown by the commercial banks to the normal people, they will be discouraged to borrow because the rate of interest will be pretty high. Now, on the vice versa, if the bank rate is low, the rate at which will be charged from the ordinary citizens by commercial banks, that will be low. So, people will be encouraged to borrow due to the low cost of borrowing. So, the chain which started from central bank and commercial banks, it comes down to common citizens also. So, if the bank rate is high, people will be discouraged to borrow, and if the bank rate is low, people will be encouraged to borrow. Clear? Next slide. Now, increase and decrease in the bank rate we'll study. When the bank rate increases, what happens is bank's borrowing cost increases. When the bank rate is increasing, so they will also be giving high rate of interest to the central bank, which reduces the supply of money in the market. So what we see, when the bank rate is rising, the supply of money in the market is reducing. And when the bank rate decreases, bank's borrowing cost also decreases, which increases the supply of money in the market. Right? So if the bank rate is high, the supply of money in the market is low. And when the bank rate is low, the supply of money in the market is high. Next. So increase and decrease in the expenditure of the nationals. Nationals here, the national common ordinary citizens. See, the policy makers set the bank rate to maintain the balance in the economy. How do they do this? Policy makers decide to reduce the bank rate. If the policy has come that the bank rate has reduced, what will happen? It helps to stimulate the economy. When the bank rate reduces, the interest rate for common citizen also reduces. Very simple. Hence, more people borrow from the banks. When more people will be borrowing from the banks, they will be having more money in their hands. So, there is noticeable increase in the expenditure all over the nation. It is a proven fact that people will spend more in every walks of life, right? Not only in the automobiles, also in the dress material, also in their electronic gadgets in their houses, all over the nation. For all the expenses, it will go high. So this what is this? This the policy makers do it. If they want the economy to stimulate, if they want that people should have more money to spend, if they want that all over the expenditure has to increase, they want it, then they will reduce the bank rate. And when the policymakers decide to increase the bank rate, it helps to stabilize the economy. There is so much rush everywhere. People are spending on gadgets and automobiles and everywhere. So what they will do is they will increase the bank rate and the economy will be a little stabilized. How will it happen? On increasing the bank rate, the interest rate for common citizens also increases. So less people borrow from the banks. So there is no money supply with the people. The money supply with the people will reduce. So there will be a noticeable decrease in expenditure all over the nation. So it is a very big thesis that so whatever we are doing, at times we think that whatever people are spending, it is all controlled by these policy makers, and this bank rate decides on how much, how, where we will be spending. Next, chances of inflation in the country. See, when there are chances of inflation due to rapid spike in the economy, when we see that everything, the prices are soaring high everywhere, then the bank rate is increased. Automatically, the loans get more costly and automatically the money supply is lessened. Next, noticeable increase in unemployment. When we see that there is a noticeable increase in unemployment, bank rate is reduced. So when it is reduced, what happens to help and facilitate more people to get loans at a cheaper rate? Automatically, reduction in unemployment will take place. More employment will be generated because so many people, they will be taking loans at a cheaper rate which is easily available to them, and they will be starting their own entrepreneur. They will be starting their own businesses. Many people will be opening small shops, small scale industries will come up. They will start their own ventures. So when they policymakers see that there is a high rate of unemployment in the country, and to combat it, what they do is the bank rate is reduced, and so we help to increase the employment, generate the employment in the country. Now, rise in bank rate helps to combat inflation. See, rise in the bank rate, what will happen? Discourages commercial banks to build cash reserves for the purpose of credit creation. Because the bank rate is so high, so they will be having minimal cash reserves. Due to this reduces the supply of money by the commercial banks and the inflation is combated. So you can control inflation with help of bank rate. Fall in bank rate helps to combat deflation. As we just discussed, when the bank rate falls, it encourages the commercial banks to build cash reserves for the purpose of credit creation. They lend more loans, increases the supply of money by the commercial banks, and automatically the deflation is combated. Now, obviously it helps to control inflation, but there is other side of the picture also. How does it happen? When the bank rate rises, rise in market rate of interest also happens. Due to the rise in bank rate, market rate of interest rises, which in turn lowers the demand for credit by the investors and households. Their demand comes down. In turn, what does this do? Lowers consumption and investment expenditure. Overall, consumption and investment expenditure come down. Similarly, lowers the aggregate demand. Aggregate demand also comes down. Therefore, lowers the supply of credit by the commercial banks, and therefore, this combats inflation. Next, it also helps when the bank rate falls, it helps to combat deflation. We see it from the other side of the picture. When the bank rate falls, fall in the market rate of interest also take place due to the fall in the bank rate. When this happens, what happens is raises the demand for credit by the investors and households. When the market rate of interest falls, so these people, the investors and households, they are ready to take more credit. When they have more cash, when they have the availability of loan, this raises their consumption and investment expenditure, which in turn raises what? Aggregate demand. When the aggregate demand increases, it induces the supply of credit by the commercial banks, and then therefore it combats the deflation. Next, see, there's a warning signal to the commercial banks. How does it happen? Increase in the bank rate acts as a warning signal to commercial banks to maintain healthy reserves of their vault cash. If the bank rate is increasing, it's a signal to commercial banks to maintain this vault cash. What is vault cash? Vault cash is the caution money to sustain their liabilities related to demand deposits. For this demand deposits, you have to maintain that caution money. So when the bank rate increases, vault cash increases and the capacity to create credit falls, therefore the supply of money falls. Similarly, when the bank rate falls, the vault cash falls and the capacity to create credit increases and the supply of money increases. Here we come to the end of the article. I hope I have made things very clear to you. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Feel free to comment in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, stay blessed.